Yo!
Alright, we're back on Old Blue again.
Thanks.
Anyways, we're gonna have to replace the head. So the valves look like they were maybe be bent or something, or not lapped right or something. We're getting some code on the engine is still not idling right, so we think the valves aren't seating right. So anyways, after we replaced the tensioner belt with the bearing that blew up, now we're up here on this one, see if we can't get it running right.
Okay, guys, now I've got to pull the, take the timing belt and get everything back around on top dead center, get my marks right on the timing pulleys, and then I can pull this pulley off this side, bank one, and pull the head off and go from there.
So yeah, that tensioner down there is what we loosen these two bolts down here with a 13 millimeter, and then we pulled the belt off and tied it up over here so we could keep it tight and still in timing. Well,
I wouldn't go that far.
that right there is supposed to have a key stock on there. So it looked like it sheared it off and this was spinning, so that's why we were out of time. Huh. Doesn't hurt to take things apart. All right, Old Blue's giving us more surprises. We're about to run it off a cliff. You see that? Can the camera focus? Let's see that. There's supposed to be a little titty hunk on there that sticks up here. Like a little key stock that was made in there, but it snapped off for some reason. Now we're trying to see if we can't cut it down and just add our own key stock in there. So we got one more option. We're going to see if we can get somebody to cut it down. But hey, guys, we're in luck. Look what we found here. See how I was talking about this one has that little key stock kind of halfway in there? Well, we were trying to cut it and just put one in there and see what we could come up with. But anyways, we found one. Nobody could cut this with. Yay! So now we get to put it back all together again. Well, James is doing his church house duties. I'm going to keep going on it. All right, we got both lines lined up. Best we could. That's just on the inside. And that one is right on it. Let me get it over here where you can see. I guess you can see it. I don't know. Right there is right on that mark. Down here, you got your mark on it down there for your timing for your crankshaft. So I think we're pretty good. We're going to put the cover back on it. And we're going to see if she works this time. So we'll find out. Yeah, remember in the other video when I had this head and I panoramed over there to the other head? Well, that's the one I got to put on. So I still got to take all this stuff that I just put all back together. I got to take it all back off. My luck. Now that we know it fits up all nice, and we're going to get in here and we're going to take out these bolts here. Then we'll take all these out here. And once we get those out, then we can pop that head loose. What are you talking trash on me? You just shaking your head.
I ain't say nothing. I ain't say a word.
Alright, so we got these bolts loose. He's working on the little bitty bolter motor dilly thing in the back. Then I'm gonna pull these out here. So, and then that head should be ready to pop off. Oh, we got another bracket this way. We gotta undo a bolt over here. But I don't know. Can't really show you guys.
Not a whole lot of room for these big old hands. These man hands right here, huh? You know, make sure you put everything back where you got it. So,
Who is that?
Joe's dad, my buddy. He said, make sure, put it all back. Listen to Whitey. You crazy. You crazy. Maybe should have listened to Whitey.
Well, so you listen to me. So how's it working out for you?
I don't know. Maybe I should have listened to Whitey. Maybe I wouldn't be all busted all up, body all broke. Do it the easy way, son. Don't break your back, son. Don't do 150.
But
Don't do 150.
well, the only reason why you did is because that's it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
Do it 150%. Do it 100%.
can't pay nobody to do it, so let's do it
Ain't
ourselves.
no lie. Growing up in the country, poor boy in the country, you did learn to do a lot of things by yourself. Yeah, you learned to do a lot of things.
Oh, there goes the water.
There goes the water. Hope it went down and not in.
Time to go to the hospital.
Yep. Water broke. See if I can get it out without making any more of a mess. What's holding me?
Well, anyways, guys, we're gonna pull this off and we'll get back to you. There you go. So that's what it looks like with the head off again. So we're gonna put the other head on tomorrow, and hopefully it runs good. So yeah, third time's the charm. Let's see if we can get it running.
If it's a skunk, you ain't never had skunk casserole? Say, all you gotta do is get rid of the musk gland, porcupine. You know you eat porcupine. You can eat armadillo. You can cook that armadillo in his own shell. Lay his ass on that fire on his back. That's what you need. Little prairie dog stew. Yeah, little prairie dog stew. It's good for what ails you. You'll never get sick again. They be like, COVID? What's COVID? You don't catch COVID. Can't catch nothing. You eat little prairie dog stew. You be hooked up. Difference if it was cooked right, if it was set up and seasoned right, you wouldn't know the difference. Let it soak in a little milk or Thousand Island or something like that. Let it sit overnight. It'll take the wild out of it. It'll take the wild out of it. You live in the country, but you don't know nothing about the country, girl. You don't know nothing about the country. Your daddy gonna show you about the country, girl. I'm gonna show you one of these days about the country. Okay? Alright, well you go to bed, Tammy. Alright, night. Love you, Tammy. Love, peace, hair grease. Whatever mom and daddy caught, say, if she said it was pork chop, you put in your mind, it's pork chop. It tastes like pork tonight, Mom. What we catch tonight, tomorrow night. Whatever it is tomorrow, we're having chicken tomorrow night. So whatever Mom caught, that's chicken. You don't ask no questions. You sit around the table, there was 8 of us at the table. They all big as I am. You ate what was in front of you. You didn't ask no question. If you asked any question, you get left out. Ain't no runts in that family.
All right, it's another good day. We found all the parts that we needed. We ran outside of town here, and there was some guy that had it on Facebook Marketplace, and we found that sprocket. So now we got that head off, and we're getting ready to put everything back in.
You want me to take it out and you can watch me put it on?
Hey, dope. You got the gasket down inside there, and then we just put her on. Now we're about to bolt her up. First step is, what did it say? 45, second one 65, do it again at 65, and then turn 90 degrees without a torque wrench, and then check it to make sure it's over 90 foot-pounds. I wouldn't go too much. There you go. Alright, so now we got the bolts all torqued to spec. We're coming down here. We're going to put the manifold back on. So that's that. Now I got to go clean bolts. Alright, so we got the EGR valve tube here that goes in the back of there, the intake. It's all put in there now. He's running all the wires. There was 2 bolts back there. You can see one of them there. But he has it put on there, and so now we're going to, oh no, it's not that one. It's further on back down in there, but we're putting everything back together and getting all the wires laid to where they need to go so we can put the, that intake part of it on there. So right here we got to hook up 2 hoses. There's one and one's over here somewhere. So we'll, as soon as we put it on, we'll get back to you. Alright, there's those 2 hoses we have to hook up. Now we go back in there and put all the bolts in.
That one can go in.
Alright, we're going to spray these injectors here.
Because see, that's what you don't want to happen. Otherwise you'll get them leaking.
Uh-oh, so we need to replace that one?
Probably so.
We got one?
I'm going to look over and see. That's what happens when they're dry and shit.
So now we got to get all the bolts torqued to the right measurement. We don't know what that is, but we're going to check on YouTube.
The reason we're looking on YouTube is, I mean, hell, you'd have to have a catalog for everything running, you know, to look up your specs and stuff. So, I mean, it's just as easy to type it in, Google it, the specs, versus having to run up to the parts store and look on the computer. Well, hell, I got a computer in my hand.
That's scary, man. It says 105 foot-pounds for these heads, for these bolts. Ooh. Alright, these head bolts here, these bolts here were the old ones, so we only went to 40 foot-pounds. They said something like 90, but man, I was scared we were going to twist them off. So we're just going to put all the plastics back on and see what we got.
Here's a chicken.
So she's not shaking anymore. She's at idle speed, not shaking. I guess that fixed the problem.
I hope it did. I said, I guess we can go ahead and put the front cover back on. We know that it runs now.
Alright, we got power steering put in there, the cover. I guess we're ready to put the belt on.
Well, we got old Blue going. Finally. Running probably smoother than it ever did. But we're just filling it up with fluids now to make sure everything's okay. I went ahead and changed this cam sensor, and I changed the crank sensor on the bottom. Because yesterday when we started it up, it kind of hesitated to start, so I put those two sensors in and it fired right up. So I guess we're on the right track. I guess on to the next thing. Burn out, huh?
Well, it sounds like it's running better, so we'll see you guys on the next one.